From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here in KC as their beloved Chiefs took the field, and they are set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the first play of the game. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Yeah, the Chiefs are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to.
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Chiefs, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
47's a month, boy. 47. Check. 47.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a...
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Chiefs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
46, boy. 46.
Now Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Complete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes completes it to Hardman.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Final 30 seconds of this 1st quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. The give is to Jones. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Allen now looks to throw. Flush to his right. 1st down and more for Allen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a 1st down on 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
Yeah, if you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the 1st down marker.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Allen. Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. That's Reeves. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Hey, check 19. Check 46. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. 46 and Mike. 46. Hey, come on.
On 1st down. It's Jones, and not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. On play action, Allen under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they can...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Chiefs are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike, 54. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 54.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
From the gun, it's Allen. Buying time to his left. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Juju Smith-Schuster in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it is 42-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
On the handoff, it's Singletary. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has a total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Allen going to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Fernandez. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
They'll look to set up his blockers. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 85 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mic 91. Don't get nervous.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll go again to Jones. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Get him! Get him! Get him! Hey, watch that!
On the give, this is Singletary. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
46 to Mike, 46. Check.
They go right back to Singletary. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Mike 46. Rabbit. Hey, check Mike 46. Check.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Bills on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 141 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. They'll run it with Jones. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They run the counter. Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Jones. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon. Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd down, it's Jones, and he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Fernandez. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big gain there for the Bills.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
46, boys, 46. 46 to Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Finds a seam inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
46 to Mike. 46 to Mike. Bring it.
Now Allen, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they will take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Kansas City, they continue their winning ways as they run their mark to 15-1 on the year. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.